1. Some people in Idaho say the government is poisoning them with chemicals. Some people in Idaho believe the state is subject to government experimentation. They believe the government is dropping chemicals from airplanes at various times throughout the year. As evidence, they point to chemtrails, or streaks in the sky that are supposedly leftover chemicals. One man on YouTube recorded video of lengthy streaks in the sky in Idaho as evidence, while another pointed to the fact that he could no longer see the mountainous landscape because of chemicals in the air. In 2015, 2,000 geese fell from the sky and were found dead in Idaho. While some believed it was because of the chemtrails, environmentalists said it was most likely because of an infectious disease known as avian cholera. 2. A sinkhole opened up in Louisiana, sparking conspiracy theories throughout the state in 2012. A 34-acre sinkhole opened up in Bayou Corn, Louisiana, and it's still growing. The New York Times described the incident as the day the earth opened up, a voracious maw 325 feet across and hundreds of feet deep, swallowing 100-foot trees, guzzling water from adjacent swamps and belching methane from 1,000 feet or more beneath the surface. Some even said they caught a glimpse of hell in it. But others believe this sinkhole is connected to the entire Gulf of Mexico, hinting at a future cataclysmic event that will swallow the entire region. In other words, everything between Texas and Florida will be sucked into the earth. There is no scientific proof that this is true. 3. For years, people across Minnesota have reported hearing low humming or roaring sounds coming from the sky. For years, cities across Minnesota have reported hearing bizarre humming sounds that seem to be coming from the sky. In 2011, for example, many people in Alexandria, Minnesota, caught the alarming sounds on camera, bringing attention to the phenomenon and sparking conspiracies. In 2018, the theories were reignited when another higher-pitched sound was heard in Minneapolis. Some simply blame it on airplanes, but others think the sounds are far more sinister. They believe the sounds are from extraterrestrial beings or secretive military training. 4. Some people believe the Joplin tornado in 2011 was actually created by the military. On May 22, 2011, at 5:41 p.m., Joplin, Missouri, was hit with a devastating tornado with winds reaching 200 miles per hour. The tornado leveled the town and killed 161 people. However, the out-of-this-world strength of the tornado led some to create conspiracy theories. The most popular theory is that the tornado was created by the U.S. military at a facility up in Alaska known as the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program (HAARP). The facility studies the Earth's upper atmosphere, but many believe it can create hurricanes and tornadoes, like the one in Joplin. Experts say this theory is false, according to ABC News. 5. An abandoned ghost town in New Jersey became one of the Internet's earliest conspiracy theories when people theorized the town was the site of a group that practiced interdimensional travel. ONG's Hat is an abandoned town in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. The town dates from the 17th and 18th centuries, but the population dwindled dramatically in the 20th century, ultimately making it a ghost town. Some believe the town became populated again a few decades later. In the 1980s, a pamphlet was published saying ONG's Hat was home to a group of people that practiced interdimensional travel. The pamphlet claimed that the group started when two scientists from Princeton University moved into the abandoned town and eventually made the egg, which allowed people to travel to alternate universes. According to the pamphlet, the machine transported the entire group to a different dimension to escape police investigation. The theory spread throughout the internet. Although some people have come forward to claim that they were part of this group at ONG's Hat, there is no evidence that this group existed. 6. An astronomer at The Ohio State University recorded a signal that is theorized to be sent from an extraterrestrial being. On August 15, 1977, astronomer Jerry Emin recorded a radio signal using the Big Ear telescope at The Ohio State University. The sound was loud and lasted 72 seconds. Emin wrote "Wow" on the printout, giving it the name the Wow signal. Unfortunately, the signal was never heard again, leading many to believe it might have been extraterrestrial. Others theorize it was just a comet that the telescope was picking up, but Emin doesn't think that is true. Some think the signal recorded was just a glitch in the telescope, according to Live Science. 7. Mysterious clouds formed over Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, in 2011, prompting conspiracy theories. On January 7, 2011, strange clouds appeared over Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They looked as if they were a hole punched in the sky. At first we thought they were tornado clouds, but the air was so still, like mausoleum still, one witness told the National Geographic. You just knew it was unusual. I've lived on the beach for years and never seen anything like that. When people uploaded images of the clouds, the internet was ablaze with conspiracy theories. Many blamed HAARP, the facility in Alaska that some believe can control the weather and can cause natural disasters. Other conspirators said it could be extraterrestrial UFOs, while one person said it was the second coming of Christ, according to National Geographic. One expert said the clouds are most likely formed by military aircraft flying close together. 8. Utah's Skinwalker Ranch is a hotbed for conspiracy theories, especially UFO sightings. In the 1990s, the Sherman family came forward and spoke to media outlets about years of strange occurrences at their ranch in Ballard, Utah. Terry Sherman told the press that his family had witnessed UFOs and strange lights. He also said his cows kept completely disappearing and then turning up mutilated. More bizarrely, Sherman said circular doorways would appear out of thin air. There were also reports of crop circles in the pasture. The farm quickly became famous across the U.S., eventually becoming known as the Skinwalker Ranch. Over the years, more conspiracies arose about the Skinwalker Ranch, including a werewolf sighting. More strangely, reports of bizarre sightings date back long before the Sherman family. A newspaper from the 70s reported multiple witnesses in the area seeing a UFO surrounded by green light. 9. The Brunswick Springs in Vermont is so mysterious that there are theories about its powers. The Brunswick Springs in Vermont has a long history surrounded by conspiracy theories. In fact, Ripley's Believe It or Not named the springs the eighth wonder of the world because there are 6 springs that each have completely different minerals despite coming from the same source. The minerals include iron, calcium, magnesium, sulfur, bromide, and arsenic. The Abenaki Native Americans in the 1700s theorized that the springs had the power to heal illnesses. According to legend, when a soldier from the French and Indian War tried to bottle the spring, the natives cursed them. Since then, 4 hotels were built throughout the years near the springs and each has mysteriously burned down. Conspiracy theorists believe it's because of the curse. 10. In 2015, Rhode Island beachgoers experienced an inexplicable blast that some conspirators find suspicious. In July 2015, a bizarre blast on Salty Brine Beach in Narragansett knocked people off their beach chairs, injuring one person. Witnesses said they heard rumbling in the ground before the blast. There was a massive bang and I seen the actual rocks shift and move, one witness told CBS affiliate WPRI. And I started screaming, "Get up, get up." The same time I'm screaming, the sand erupted, threw my sister from there, like a live cannon, face down, unconscious 10 feet away. Some conspirators believe there might have been explosives hidden in the sand, but there is no debris that would hint at that. Dan Bidondi of InfoWars attempted to perpetuate the theory that the beach was unsafe because of explosives while interviewing beachgoers in Rhode Island on his YouTube channel. According to the Providence Journal, hydrogen from corrosion of copper cable likely caused the Salty Brine blast.